Alrighty everyone, what's going on? Untamed Soldier back at it again with some early Weekend 2 beta gameplay on Call of Duty World War II. And right off the bat, we are not on one of the 3 maps that were given to us on Weekend 1. We are on Weekend 2, and this is a brand new map called Aachen. It is a Western German city that was destroyed by Allies, and as you can see, the Allies did a pretty good job in destruction on this city, and that is where we are playing in this. And right off the bat, almost immediately, I mean immediately, this map reminds me of Downturn from MW3. If you guys remember that game, if you just try to remember that game and try to remember the maps, this map reminds me of Downturn. I mean, it has similar layouts. In the back of the map, there was, like, you know, a bus you could enter and shoot out. The 2 destroyed buildings that you can enter and try to shoot your way through those buildings. I don't know, it could be me or it could just be the coloring in this map. I don't know, I just think it looks like Downturn. Downturn 2.0, people. Now, Weekend 2, what do I think about it so far? I mean, I only play like a couple minutes because it is a pretty late night, and if I know my Call of Duty playtime, I never play late nights, like 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. I do like stay up a little bit later than usual, but you know, that's just me if I want to play with a couple of buddies of mine. During the late nights, it seems like every hardcore sweaty COD player in existence is playing at this time. Even my buddies have like a name for it. It's called the amateur hour, when usually the older folks that play games get out the old jobs and head on over to the homes, crack open a cold one, and just play games. Now, back to the topic of this video. This map, Aachen. I don't really want to call out anything right now, but I feel like this is gonna be one of those maps that nobody wants to play on when a game finally releases. Give one reason is probably that this map is camper friendly. I mean, throughout this entire map, there's spots where it was perfectly designed for campers. The building I'm looking at right now, right there, and there's like a library area in that building, and alongside that there's a staircase, and that leads to I want to call it a sniper's nest because it looks like a pretty good sniper's nest if I ever seen one. It leads nowhere but up and into an open area where you can look down at the library down below. And if you're a sniper, that is pretty a good spot for you. And the spot where I'm shooting at right there, there's a sniper there, so I was shooting at him. That is another spot where a sniper can be, and he could probably look out through the main row of this map. And usually a whole lot of people are there, so he gets a good view of what's going on in that area on the map. Now, another reason why I don't think that people are gonna like this map as much is like the numerous entryways in this map and what it has. It's like this map is a pretty good map if you want to outplay your opponent. For example, like if you're on this map and there's like numerous exits and entries into certain locations, one guy could probably be rushing you, and you could probably take this way right here, this little trap door down to this elevator. You could probably, you know, catch him off guard and, you know, take him down. And I know people that play Call of Duty don't like to get shot in the back, but this map kind of increases that. So beware when you're playing this game on this map. And the last and final reason why I don't think this map is going to be favorable by many players is that, you know, a lot of people like using their kill streaks. I enjoy using my fighter pilot and my glide bomb. Those are both score streaks that come from the air. Now, this map has lots of buildings, and they can get a lot of cover. So if I were you and you're finding out that you're going to be playing on this map, I'd kind of stick with, you know, ground-based score streaks when you're playing with this map. If you're like trying to get a good, you know, tactic on when you're playing this map, stick to ground-based score streaks when you're playing this map. It's not really catered to, you know, fighter pilots. I mean, if there's a few players that have no idea how to not get shot by a plane and not go to a building, you can probably, you know, pull it off. But, you know, I'm just saying this is not really a good map for aerial score streaks. And that is pretty much it what I have to say about this new map and what my first impressions are in weekend 2 of Call of Duty World War II. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.